give him a thanks for the raid. Oh.
Are we up?
Wait, the countdown is okay. Did you? Okay, you guys. Okay, thank you for the raid, Light and Rue. Yes. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Joining me today across the table is going to be my co-commentator for the event. We have over here.
Hello guys, it's Panshui. This time, it's actually here with Nue and not on stream and looking for the survey. So what's up?
My
Are you telling me I'm
mic
muted?
fell. No, my mic fell.
Your mic fell?
Yeah. Scuffed mic. Enabled mic. Mic check. Hey, back end. I don't think these mics are working. So if we can just use this mic right here, probably be. Oh no, is it good?
Are we good? Hello? Hello? I'm not as loud as I am on my stream, right? Hello?
Okay, I think people are saying it's.
Hello? Can you? I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell.
Okay, it's okay now. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you for joining us on today's stream. We're going to be just briefly talking over the events that you guys will be witnessing on Saturday's tournaments. We're actually going to be introducing the contestants, not on actually broadcast, but the people who will be fighting in the bracket. We'll also be going over the prizes that you can win on Saturday's event, and we'll also be going over the various events that you participate to get these prizes. And we also have this guy over here who will be giving his insights in regards to how he believes each match will play out. Yes. Yeah.
I'll try my best to predict. I won't say for sure though. Don't hate me for this.
No hat on Saturday. I actually got us matching like professional looking jackets or like blazer. Well, what do you call those? Like coats? The thing those esports casters wear. Yes, that thing. So yeah, we'll be matching on Saturday. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets. Back end. Bring up the brackets. Alright, so looking at the first two games, we have Mage against Kana.
So, Mage and Kana, both streamers, you guys already know them in one way or another. Mage right now actually sitting at the top of the ladder. I don't even know whether he hit rank 1 yet, but in the top bracket, first match, you can already tell. If I'm gonna tell you guys, Mage is probably gonna take that one. For Kana, I'm pretty sure he's still gonna try. I believe in Kana. I swear. What do you think, Nue?
That's not what you said during rehearsals.
What do you mean?
that was like complete. Why? Okay, I was completely caught off by your sudden positive remarks towards Kana.
Listen, I believe everyone has a 50-50 chance to win. Everyone has an equal chance.
Well, here's the thing. You say that, and there's actually going to be, well, not only is this tournament double elimination, but there's also a 2 pre-ban format. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys are going to ban out the Violets and the Rem combo. So suddenly it's not so much slot machining, right? You can't rely on that. So does Kana have a chance in that kind of world?
But don't they both play it? So why would they ban it?
You think both of them are not going to ban either Violets or Rem?
I don't... What else does Kana know other than Remlet?
So that, okay. I mean, he's been trying out the Seaside Iceria cleave.
But it still uses Remlet.
Okay, that's true. So in this world then, Mage, all he has to do is ban out Remlets, and I mean, even without that, it looks like a free win, I guess.
The thing is, for Mage, right, I trust that he's probably not going to ban the Remlet. He's probably going to stick to his normal bans. Whenever I do watch him, he actually bans his Sea Armor quite a bit. He actually doesn't like the mitigation as much. I'm not exactly sure what he's planning to go for the second pre-ban. It's most likely it could be like another Knight, or it could also be Mei Chloe, even though it says here it is one of his most drafted characters.
Yeah, so you can see right here his most drafted characters, again, Mei Chloe, Strass, and also a Ravi. Let's actually talk about Because I've been watching Elf Mage stream recently, and he was actually practicing the 2 prevent format today. He was actually practicing that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to talk about A-Ravi, because I've noticed he drafts A-Ravi very early in all his streams. What are your thoughts on early A-Ravi draft nowadays?
Personally, A-Ravi is like one of those go-to units where it's like it's very, very safe to play her, especially when you're like an aggro playstyle. When you're playing very aggressive most of the time, it's really hard to find a safety net because you kind of go all in or go all out. It's like the same way that you would normally proceed cleave. You would try to go in, but then once you just end up dying, there's really no backup measure, and A-Ravi really supports that.
I see. So, I mean, I was talking to you about this during our rehearsals, but and you say this, and a lot of people say this.
Mm-hmm.
A-Ravi is a very safe hero in the draft phase, but I oftentimes think that because of this, because of how safe she is, people tend to draft her wrong. And what I mean by that is they think that they could just pick her and they can go unpunished. But I do think that unless, like you said, you transition into a very aggressive draft style, and you try to play A-Ravi in a very standard draft, you can punish that. You can punish a standard playstyle A-Ravi with like a Landy pick or something like that, because Landy does outpace A-Ravi in a standard scenario.
I wouldn't say all the time though, right?
If you're
like,
unlucky with guiding light procs, I suppose.
I mean, it's not like that too, right? Because then this is basically the battle for like who goes first and who brings in the momentum. When it really comes down to like most Landy drafts, at least from how I see it, most of the time they would try to like get her going as soon as possible. And the scariest thing with her is really like the speed buff and all, right? But let's say for example you have like a character that can keep up with it. A unit such as like Adventure Ras with his S2 dual attacking, and it links up with like A-Ravi. Sometimes that like momentum and all that extra damage that really comes in, it really helps A-Ravi actually shine. It doesn't always mean that she's gonna be great in that kind of situation. There will still be like a lot of scary things, because if you can't deal with the Landy fast enough, you will be in trouble. But there are times where A-Ravi can outpace the match, and if she doesn't die fast enough, it can actually just be a world of hurt, right?
Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah. There is the world. Like you can't say like it really depends on the rest of the draft at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Okay. So that's Elf Mage though, but can we go ahead and take a look at Kana? Because I think going into this tournament, I would say Kana is the underdog. Is underdog the correct term for Kana?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Wait, why not?
I really want to say like, okay, you know what? You know, I give Kana an equal chance. Okay, just like I'm trying to think about something that's really good to say about Kana, right? But for me and personally, I don't know if he actually. I wouldn't know if he actually knows what he's doing. Sometimes I feel like he's kind of just drafting and then he forgets all of a sudden. Maybe because that is chat's fault, and I hope that it's not chat's fault, because then I don't want to blame you guys. But at the same time, it's yeah.
Okay, for those of you guys who don't know, this bracket, this tournament is actually seeded. So we took the first seed, which is Elf Mage. And that's why it looks so one-sided, where, you know, Elf Mage is fighting against Kana, is because I believe Kana is the last seed in this tournament. So who knows, we might see a crazy upset.
So you're telling me that you seeded them based on their win rate?
It's not based on their win rate, it's based off their season's performance. But it coincidentally,
wait, isn't that win rate?
Coincidentally, it's hand in hand. So yeah. So yeah, the bracket in general, Elf Mage might have a pretty easy ride. Just so you guys know, we'll have like various events such as like predictions and brackets and stuff like that. So might be easy for you guys to predict where Kana is gonna go. Okay, so that's enough about the first match. If we can go pull up the bracket again and see what's next on the second match. So right now we have Genizad versus, and can I say this, your student Hikari.
My Baldy?
Your Baldy, yeah.
So if I'm gonna have to speak for these two, I honestly respect both players in this matchup. This is actually a 50-50 matchup personally. In both worlds, I think Hikari respects Genizad. I'm not sure how much Genizad respects Hikari, especially for like, you know, his hairline, all that stuff. But at the same time, like, both players are like, in their own way, they are good. And I think when it really comes down to like both playstyles, sometimes you don't really know what Hikari is doing in the back end. I actually worked with him so many times, and he actually I personally think he knows what he's doing. I think. I trust that he knows what he's doing. But if he really doesn't know what he's doing, then I'm gonna have to cheer on for like Genizad here. The only thing that I had to really say about this is like, while both players say that they have the bruiser playstyle, I don't know what Genizad's trying to say. Is he trying to say that he's a bruiser? I feel like that's a hard cap.
Genizad's in chat. Genizad, you're in chat.
Genizad, are you actually a bruiser player? I personally don't think you're a bruiser player. There's no way. To me, at that point, it makes me feel like I'm delusional or something. Have you seen my drafts? Oh, double Soul Weaver? Right. Anyways.
But you do think that this is perhaps like the most even match throughout the CCI first round tournament, right?
I would probably say so. Like, the thing is, it's like Genizad's been chilling around, but then all of a sudden, Hikari did come out of nowhere. He only played like 2 seasons, and here he is. Like, I'm honestly impressed with like his progression, if anything.
I see.
Right?
And
that's why I say, like, you know, both players actually have a 50-50 chance to actually win.
Yeah. And is that attributed to you being his coach, do you feel?
No, he never listens to me anyway.
Okay. By the way, guys, I wanted to make mention, because I see some people asking me in chat. This is the first CCI tournament, but technically we had a previous content creator like invitational tournament in the past, and everyone participating in this tournament are new. They were not part of the previous one. So I know a lot of you guys want to see ex-content creator in this one, but because they were in the other one, we had to keep it pretty, like I've said this before, but fresh like contestants, people who haven't been part of the contest before. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but all of our contestants will actually be in voice chat on the day of the tournaments. So they will be freely able to talk to each other. So we wanted to make sure that they all were not, yes.
It's no filter, right?
No filter, yes. So we wanted to make sure no one's feelings get hurt, you know?
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyway. So it's gonna be really cool. You guys won't see it on the tournament day, you know, them talking back and forth, because Panshui and I will be commentating, but you will see a video which we will post after the event where you can see them freely banter and, you know, talk trash to each other.
There's gonna be like a lot of beeps, right?
There's gonna be a lot of beeps, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll have to go through a couple, maybe like a week of editing. So.
Oh boy, I don't even think I'm gonna hear them talk at all. It's just gonna be beeps the entire video.
And for those of you guys who are here for a survey, give it like 10 more minutes. We'll give the survey out. Be patient, guys. Anyway, going back into the bracket, let's see the next set of rounds that we have. We have, I believe, that's BK, Kenny, and Merlin.
So first thing I gotta say, happy birthday, Kenny. I don't know if you're here, but it is his birthday yesterday, so I'm here to actually shout that out. He has grown an extra wrinkle, and he is now a bad, BK stands for bad kid, but now he's a bad man. That's all I gotta say. So, Kenny versus, who's the other one?
He's against Merlin.
Merlin. So, this is like an aggro player versus like a cleaver. I'm gonna say this. They're probably just both gonna speed contest each other.
You think
both. Dude, once you're a cleaver or you're an aggro player, like Kenny always says it. He's always confident in his speed, but I don't know how confident he is when he's gonna go against like another person that's also gonna speed contest. It's just that since this is a best out of 3 match, I actually am curious of what they're actually gonna be trying to do. I have a feeling that the first match definitely is gonna be like super fast. They're gonna see where they pace each other. Are they gonna try to like speed RNG each other? And then once one person loses, one is probably gonna like slow down and try to do something else.
I see. Who are you giving the edge to in this matchup, though?
So, if we're gonna go based on like who I favor the most, it has to be Kenny. But at the same time, I will give my respects to like Merlin if both players do try to like speed contest. I know every single time I try to speed contest Merlin, this guy like outsped me every single time, and I thought I was considered pretty fast. And when I had like a 300 speed character, I'm not gonna probably say anymore. I think he probably speed RNG me or something, maybe, and that didn't work out very well. So never again will I speed contest. And I think that kind of goes the same for Kenny though. But when you guys actually watch Kenny, right? Kenny also knows that most of the time he's very confident. And the thing about Kenny is that he has very cheeky picks up his sleeve. Whereas Merlin most of the time always picks his Assassin Sid and Assassin Coley. We do see Kenny pop up out of nowhere with his like top model Luluka, and people know his signature character. He enjoys that character quite a bit.
I see. I do want to say too that Merlin is our representative for our French community, so he has a lot riding on his shoulders going into this tournament as our sole French representative.
Let's go baguettes.
Yes, let's go baguettes. Okay, let's go move on to the next in the, I believe this is the final of the first rounds in the bracket. It is going to be, and my eyesight do not fail me, I can see this if I just squint hard enough, it's going to be Samo Gamer versus Light E7.
Alright, so Light E7 versus Samo Gamer. So one is a standard player, one is an aggro player. One is probably extremely strong versus I don't know why he just called himself Cleave, but he doesn't even play Cleave anymore. This is aggro. Correct that. Like this guy plays aggro now. It's not Cleave. So the thing about like standard right now versus currently what's very popular, the Cisteria draft with Remlets and stuff, is that right now standard doesn't have a way to actually kill off most of those units. There's so many safety nets, there's so many layers of RNG. Even if Sama does try to figure out like some way or some anti-cleave, it's gonna be very difficult, especially when the first thing they're gonna be thinking about is probably gonna be like Crow or like Deanne or Landy and whatnot. I think I'm not exactly sure how much Sama currently plays this current meta, but right now in a slower matchup, Light is more favored to actually win in this case, in my opinion.
I think, okay, so Sama is definitely known to have a lot of answers to Cleave though. I believe I fought him a good handful of times 2 weeks ago, and he was trying things out. He was trying things out with like first pick Bellion and things like that. So, I mean, like you said, Light isn't really a cleaver, he's an aggro player. So, we'll see. Okay. Yeah, and that, okay, so that about wraps up the first round. And again, this is a double elimination, so that means that just because these guys lose their first round doesn't necessarily mean they're out of the entire tournament. I do want to also mention that Samo Gamer is representing all of the Brazilian community, so a lot riding on his shoulder as well. Yes, let's go to our Brazilian community. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the rewards that you guys can actually acquire for visiting on Saturday. It's again 12 p.m. PST, and it's going to go all the way until we are done with the entire tournament. Let me go ahead and show you guys the prize that you guys can win. So, Panshui, do you want this? You want this, right? Do you guys know what this is?
It doesn't include like $40 shipping, right?
It does not include $40 shipping. Okay, so this is a mouse pad specifically made for the tournament, the Content Creator Invitational. You guys can see right here, it has the logo right there.
Guys, it's packing.
Yeah.
It's packing.
So the rims of this mouse pad are actually RGB. So we can't show that on the stream because it's not hooked up, but you guys can definitely change the lighting on the rims. This piece right here, this is actually a wireless charger. So, you know, you guys are playing Epic 7, you guys, oh, I used up so much of my battery because we all play on our mobile phones and not on other things. You can put your mobile phone on this charger and charge your phone. Great accessory to have. Epic 7 player anime. Yeah. And we're going to be giving away a total of 50 of these on the live stream. So for those of you guys like, oh man, you guys are only giving like 3 away, I bet. We're giving away 50 of these on the day of the event. So make sure you guys come watch. Yes, 50 of them.
That's a whole lot of booba.
Yep. And of course, for our winner for the entire CCI event, they will be crowned the champion of 2021 for CCI with this glorious Panshui trophy right here. This is blue crystal. Yes, 100% blue crystal, and it's gonna have their name engraved right here in the front. Stop laughing. I know what you're thinking. God. I could. Why did we invite Panshui? We could have invited anyone else, I swear. But anyway, you guys can see right here.
Oh no.
Okay. Yep. And yeah, I can definitely go over. Okay, let's go ahead and release a survey to chat because I know a lot of you guys are patiently waiting for the survey. Survey out. Release. Oh, I got my fingerprints all over it. So, by the way, for the mouse pads, 25 are going to be giveaway for the predictions event, which is pretty much you're going to submit the bracket, you're going to predict how it's going to end up, and then the 25 people who predicted the most closest get one or get the mouse pad by random. Yeah.
What you guys actually like vote correctly on the predictions? Because you know there are some results are kind of easy. You feel me?
I mean, for those of you guys who are here in today's broadcast and don't know all of these streamers, I hope this definitely helped you guys solidifying your opinions on who to pick for the predictions event. Who would you predict? How would your predict? Can we bring up the brackets? Back end, let's bring up the brackets. How would let's see how Panshui predicts. Okay, what do you see for round 1?
So I basically already said in my comments for most of the players here, if I'm going to actually say who actually makes it through the entire first bracket,
okay,
without actually being too much about the rest, I'm pretty sure Elf Mage will take the first and second round, going to the third round as well. Okay. Placing on the second side of the bracket though, where there is BK Kenny, there is also...
back end, you don't need to show their stat line. Yeah, just show the bracket, it's fine.
So there's like BK Kenny, Merlin, Light E7, and Sama Gamer. I think this is probably one of the hardest brackets to actually be in, personally. All the players actually respectively have like a really, really good chance of actually winning this. And they all have different play styles.
So this is the harder side to predict.
Yeah, this one is like kind of rough, right? Like sometimes, like we did see like for Kenny right now, he's still trying to adapt to the meta. Merlin, I'm not exactly sure what his current state and position is, but we can both say, like, in utter confidence, I would probably say Kenny would definitely take it the first round. For Light and Sama Gamer, I believe Light will definitely take that round too. Now, this is where both playstyles kind of clash. It's more like, do they know the weaknesses of each other's playstyle really well, but because of how similar they play, it can actually get very, very, like, scary. Knowing that like Elf Mage and Light also plays like the same playstyle all in all, right? We see Light most of the time is very dominant in this Caesarea draft, and he actually knows the weakness of it. So I really think that Light might actually take it down for the first and second round as well.
Wow.
Competing with Elf Mage on the third round.
Okay.
Now, for the bottom part of the second elimination, this is where things get a little bit tricky, because then this is where all the losers meet, in a sense, right? But that doesn't mean that they still don't have a chance to actually continue to try to like beat each other. Kana, so if I were to like put out the remaining and there's only 6 other players, this is actually where things get kind of rough. This is where I actually think 50-50 actually takes the line here. Sama Gamer, Merlin, Kenny, Hikari, Genizad, Kana, like this is where things get kind of heated. I have no clue where most players will actually go here. If I were to say who actually takes it, I'm gonna have to cheer on my boy Hikari to actually take it all and to actually bring it home for the second elimination. But then eventually he just gets beats up. He get beat up and then he just dies.
You think that? You actually think that Light can take this whole tournament?
It's possible.
Okay, he is the second seed in this tournament. Yeah, and Elv is the first seed. But we have seen on Elv's live streams, Light has actually beat him consistently.
Yeah. Elf Mage is still trying to learn his draft. And the thing is, like, it seems like Light kind of got it right in the books. He
But
just knows.
You don't think that the 2 pre-ban is gonna hurt Light style more than Elf Mage?
Well, it depends on whether these two actually want to be target banning each other, right? And plus, we don't really know, especially when it's a BO3 and double pre-ban. I think these matches is going to be as interesting as it gets, especially when it comes down to double pre-ban. So, if you guys don't understand, in a double pre-ban situation, this is where things get kind of tricky. A lot of playstyles can actually be interrupted with just 2 units being banned out. If all these players actually know what they actually are aiming for, and we assume like certain units such as like what is it, Angel of Light Angelico or Crimson Armin normally gets banned, or even May Chloe gets banned most of the time, we're expected to actually see a lot of playstyles actually being restricted with these double pre-bans. In my experience with double pre-bans, I actually wasn't able to play a lot of my characters, and it actually put me in a pickle a lot more than not. Not being able to play your draft correctly, and people actually know your pocket picks and the things that you pick so frequently will actually be your downfall.
I see.
So because these players actually play the same thing, there could be a chance where they just ban each other's playstyle completely, and both of them could just end up playing standard instead.
I see. Yeah. I just want to say, guys, Kana, if you ever see this, Kana, if you win this entire event, I will literally... You know how I promised you like steak and lobster? Like I'll one up that. I will literally physically take you to Red Lobster if you win this whole tournament, and that's a very high class restaurant, I'll have you know. So good luck to you, Kana. But the odds are stacked, right? The odds are stacked against you, and the expectations are definitely.
Why does he
there.
want Red Lobster?
Wait, wait, what? Have you not been? Have you not been?
Wait, people consider Red Lobster high class?
Of course, right? Yes. Yes. Nue has bad taste? What the? Okay. Anyways.
Who made the suggestion? Did he did?
Oh no, it was my suggestion. My executive decision. Yes. Maybe I just don't know what's good in life. That makes sense though. Anyway, I believe that about sums it up for today's broadcast. It's very short. Again, we have a very long stream coming on this Saturday, 12 p.m. PST to God knows when the whole tournament is over. But before we wrap that up, we have a word from our sponsor. I believe his name is The Great Mortalix. Panshui, if you could go ahead and guide him to the stage.
Oh, my dad?
Yeah, your dad.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't mind that, dude. Oh. Well, how do I do this? You guys do this? Dude, wait, he's too tall.
He's 6 foot.
Tall,
He's
dude.
6 foot
Dude,
tall.
He's like taller than me.
Yeah, Mort is actually 6 foot tall.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Wait a minute. Hey guys, this is like very big.
yeah.
But it's the Great Mortalix, except you can't quite see his head. I don't even know where to put him because he's actually just poking me.
But yeah, we'll have Mort there, and Cecilia will be there as well, because she is the face of this tournament. Anyway, guys, what's up? Okay, so let's go ahead and raid someone. Is there anyone who's streaming right now that we want to raid? Who can we raid?
I have. What do you think?
How about someone who's competing in the tournaments? Let's go to someone who's competing in the tournaments.
Ooh.
Let's see. Genizad is on.
There's Genizad. There's Sama Gamer.
Sama is on.
Alright.
Chat, let us know. Pick between. Sama.
You guys pick.
Yeah, Sama or Genizad. Pick.
We gotta always play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I play rock, paper, scissors.
What is a 50-50 game? I think the meta is always decided by a 50-50 game, right? There has to be RNG somewhere, right? You're gonna flip a coin?
Yeah, I'll flip a coin.
Alright.
Actually, I'll flip
We flipped this coin.
my keychain.
You flip your keychain.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
Matches are decided by RNG. I believe this should be decided by RNG. Heads is for Genizad, tails is for Samo Gamer.
Tails is for.
Okay, you go for it.
Okay.
That was weak.
It's tails. Tails.
I forgot who's tails.
Samo Gamer.
Samo Gamer.
Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and raid Samo Gamer. Thank you guys for joining today's live stream. It was short, but we're in for a long one on Saturday. So I'll see you then. Panshui, you'll see them then.
Mm-hmm.
God bless. See see you guys.
Bye bye.